Evening. So today's walk is the pig track to go up Snowden, which is just in front there. You can see the track going all the way up there. That's actually Cribgorch. We're not going there today. Going round here, round the side, on a pig track up to Snowden. Probably take the miners track down. So I've done this track a couple times, so everything should go alright. It's spitting a bit, so I'm hoping it doesn't get too wet. But you know me, I bought enough gear. Right, see you in a bit. Little Bob black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, I am following you. Get it, go on, leg it. That wasn't very nice, was it? Just wanted a sec, didn't you? First little waterfall. Right, so I'm about half an hour up the pig track now. It's only half an hour because I've been filming. I'm a bit knackered. So I start from over there by the hotel. Youth hostel, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so I've come up the track here. And you can see the track. Let's get up here. And then I'm heading up that way. So I went to came to Snowden 2 days ago with my stepson, and it's the first time he's done it. He's only 13. It's the first time he's done it, and very proud of him for doing it. I didn't film it because I just wanted to get it done. Plus, when I got the GoPro out of the car, I didn't realise I hadn't charged it up, so it was only 13% battery, so it wasn't worth trying to film anything. But yeah, well done Kai. So I come out on my own today. Hopefully get it done a bit quicker. He did struggle, but it's first time in it. I think everyone struggles on their first time. Went up the Snowden Ranger path. Done it once before. It's a bit of a long path. I forgot how long it actually was. But he got it done, so happy with that. He didn't ask to turn back at all, which I thought he would, but he didn't. So he was happy that as long as he did it when he got back, he was allowed a big drink of Coke when he got in the house. So there's not much to ask, is it? So that's what he got. Anyway, I'm waffling. See you in a bit. Right, so the weather's just changed a bit. It's gone a bit rainy, a bit drizzly. There's the miners' path down there, where I'll be coming on to later. The lake there. I don't know what the lake's called, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But Cribgorch up there. I was at the stile just then, and I really want to do Cribgorch, but the rain, like you can see it. You know, I don't want to be doing it in the rain for my first time. Wet. Just at this time of night as well, 7 o'clock at night, about 7 o'clock, something like that, 6:30. Yeah, 7:15 at night, in the rain, first time, thought better of it. So I'll leave it for a nicer day, early morning maybe, when it's not too busy, and get it done. I stood there for about 10 minutes deciding whether to do it or not, but if the rain's like this now, and it is a bit windy as well, it's going to be a lot worse up there. It's the wettest place in the UK, that's what they say anyway. So thought, be sensible, just take the pig track. I haven't filmed a pig track before anyway, so it'll be a change. This will be my 11th time up Snowden if I get to the top. 10th time was 2 days ago with Kai. So yeah, so this will be my 11th time. But the top of Snowden looks, the weather looks awful. It did say there was going to be about a little shower about now. So hopefully it'll ease off a bit. But I can see where Snowden is, and it's in cloud again. But hey ho, let's go. Just comes to a nice little bridge here. Tiny little waterfall going down to the lake. The lake, which I don't know what name it's called. Ooh, I slipped. So yeah, it's come quite a distance. Right over the top of there. Let's zoom in. Better. Yeah, right over the top of there and all the way. So not been walking long, but getting there. See you in a bit. So we've got some nice views of the lakes from up here. The wind's starting to pick up a bit. And Snowden is in clouds again. But keep watching. Right. Onwards and upwards. I think I'm gonna have a little rest on this rock, have a drink and a snack, and then carry on. See you in a bit. Bit of water running down from Crib Gork. Can be quite slippery crossing this bit if you're not careful. I like these stone piles because at night when you're trying to get down, it's dark, if your torch is playing up or you're not sure about the path, they guide you. I don't know if this one's meant for that. I think this one might be meant for fixing the path, I'm not sure, because you can't really go wrong at this section here. But it always adds to it as well on the top. So when it gets higher and higher, so the wind's starting to pick up a bit now. So I'm expecting it to be really windy at the top, but I don't mind. I don't mind it when it's like that. Don't like getting too cold on the top. You feel like you need to get down quick. But like I said, I've got enough gear. I'm not 100% sure if I bought my gloves though. I might have taken them out of the bag the other day. I'll have to check. But I'll be alright. Hands in my pockets, be fine. There's no, you don't need your hands to do this path. There's a bit of scrambling, but you don't need your hands unless you slip. Kids been having fun with these stones. Oh, there we go. I go over to this rock here and get a good view from on top of here. So that's the last lake before you get to Snowden. Zoom in on it there. A couple of people down here doing the miner's track. Snowden in the clouds. So I've still got quite a distance to go. All the way up there. Anyway, the wind's picking up now. Right, I'll carry on with the path. Right, so I've just had a bit of a fall. Stood on this rock and it went and I fell right on top of it onto my ribs. I think I might bruise my ribs a bit and my ego. But as you can see, it took a bit of a slide. But luckily I'd have been alright. I'd just fallen onto grass bank there. I'd have been alright if I'd have fell down there, I think, hopefully. But I didn't fall down there, so onwards and upwards. So I have to be careful now. I was expecting that, you know, with these rocks, you expect them to be secure, but obviously goes to show that some of them aren't. I need to be a bit more wary. But could have been worse. It could have been up there and fallen up Grib Gork. Right, some fellas down there who've just come off a pig track. And they're going down to the miner's track to go to the lake. They've had a few little slips. There he goes again. Come down his bum now. Probably not advisable. There you go, having a good slide there. You just see them here. Probably not advisable to go down that way, but there's no obvious rocks. It's more of a grass bank. They're having fun anyway. Don't think the dog is. Right, up there I go. So as you can see, the weather's taken a bit of a turn for the worse. I'm in the mist and clouds now. Got 2 torches in my bag. I've just seen a fella, he was waiting for me, and he didn't know which way. He's from Liverpool, he was, and he came all this way. He's seen it on Google Maps, and he just called it the peak. He wasn't even sure which way it was or anything, and I told him he's welcome to follow me, but he didn't have a torch to his name. He had trainers on, and I was relieved when he decided he'd had enough. and turn back. It's bad enough being responsible for yourself, never mind someone else who's not really prepared. You know, he was in shorts. He might have had enough gear in his bag, but he didn't have a torch. Like I say, he had trainers on. Nice bloke, but it's not somewhere you want to be at night if you don't know what you're doing or you don't know where you're going. So anyway, I'm going to carry on up here. It's gone a bit chilly now. Might have to put another layer on in a minute. Don't want to use my layers up though, because I always gets cold. It's always cold at the top. Even in the summer it can be cold at the top with the wind. So I don't really want to use all my layers up just yet. I don't want to get too hot and sweaty, because then you get cold. So I'll persevere for a bit longer now. Leave the cap on, put the hat on when I get near the top. So I don't know if you can see, but there's the wood for the zigzag track to make it a bit safer. So I'm not too far off now. As you can see, it's very wet now. Probably one of the best decisions I've ever made is not to do Crib Gork. Changed my mind, because you can't even see it now. So relieved I didn't do it. Save it for a sunny day. Right, up there we go. So we're on the zigzag path now. You can always tell, even in this mist, where it is because of the wooden fences. Looks a bit ugly, to be honest. Obviously it's for safety, but I think if you're on these steps, you can't really go wrong. You could fall down there, I suppose, but obviously people have, otherwise they wouldn't have put them there. It just looks a bit ugly. They've done quite a lot of work on these steps since I was last here, and that wasn't that long ago. It was less than a year ago. They've done quite a lot of work. You see a lot of metal holding the rocks in place. So well done to the fellas doing that. Did see one guy doing it last time I was here. It looks like there's a lot more work on it now. Must have been sliding maybe, or worn out. Don't know how good your view is, probably not good, just see in front of me. There's nothing else to look at because it's just mist. Yeah, a lot of this fence has been a bit battered. Just mist, but luckily I know where I'm going and I know how to get down. I've got my torch if I need it. So here we go, let's go. So I just went off course a little bit then. I was going down there, across here. Don't know how I managed it, after saying how well I knew the track. I just went slightly off course. And I thought something's not right here. It seemed a little bit trickier than I remember. The last time I did it, it was in the snow. So I thought maybe I got it wrong, but no. Climbed back up onto this track, and I actually did get to use my hands because I had to scramble up here. But I'm safe. Back on the track. Right, let's go. So I'm just coming to the top of the pig track now. You can always tell by this stone. Large standard stone here. It's going to start getting windy now, so you won't be able to hear me. This stone indicates the pig track and the man's track. On Bennett's path. path is that way, which I've done about 5 times. This is Snowden Ranger path. It's down here, past the train track. That's what I did with Kai the other night. Once again, well done, Kai. Very proud of you, mate. So the summit is up there. Can't really see in the mist. I'll start filming again when I get closer. So there we have Snowden summit. Just got the steps to get up now. Looks like I'm all on my own again. How I like it. There we are. Look at these amazing views. So that's the pig track done. I go down the miners in a bit. Well, it's down the pig track and then you go off onto the miners. Have some food first and a drink. Maybe put another layer on, change my t-shirt. Right. See you in a bit. Yes. Right, I've had food, I've had drink, now it's time to go back home. Down the pig it is then, and then turn right and go down Miners track. Might have a bit of a jog to warm up a bit. I've changed my clothes, but warm up a bit more and speed things up. Got 2 torches ready. See you in a bit. I haven't heard anyone else up here yet. So this is the cafe anyway. Shut for a while till next year. And there's a sign for the Watkin path, which is down that way, which I did a few weeks back. Right, and have a little jog. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm going to call it a night there now with the filming, because there's no point in the dark, is there? Can't see anything. Yeah, so if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, don't. I know it was weather conditions weren't great, so might not make a very good video, but I appreciate all your support, so it'd be great if you could subscribe as well, please. Okay, good night. Ta-ra.